Welcome to this edition of Puck Luck 716. Tonight, we're going platinum. O-Pee-Chee Platinum. Not one box, but two blasters from the 2015-2016 season. This is really one of my favorite products. The cards look good, they feel like good quality cards, and the series has some really killer inserts. But today, we're searching for the man himself, captain of my blue and gold, celebrating 50 years of Sabres hockey, captain, my captain, Jack Eichel. And a guy that some people say has a pretty bright future in the NHL, drafted that year. Connor McDavid, I think his name is. Yeah, he's going to be pretty good too. So in this set, things to look for: rookie autograph cards, marquee rookies, parallels, rainbow and retro parallels, black ice, white ice inserts, die-cut superstars, team logos, and trophied talents. Now, hopefully, within the blaster packs themselves, we get an autograph. Be pushing it. Those are generally found in the hobby box. But just maybe we'll have some puck luck today and pull one. So, let's crack them open. (2015) was just a crazy deep draft with McDavid, Eichel, and Dylan Strome being the top 3 picks. But the rest of the top 10 picks have just made a killer impact on the league and their teams. Mitch Marner with the Leafs, Noah Hanifin with the Canes, Pavel Zacha with the Devils, Ivan Provorov with the Flyers, Zach Werenski with the Blue Jackets, Timo Meier with the Sharks, and Mikko Rantanen. And Mikko Rantanen is having a killer year this year. So that top 10 in and of itself has just been an incredible draft class. I mean, even further into the first round of the draft, you know, you're looking at guys like Bruins Jake DeBrusk, Matthew Barzal, Kyle Connor, Tavis Shabbat, Svechnikov, Colin White, Ilya Samsonov, Brock Besser, and Travis Konecny. So there's a lot of horsepower in that draft. And I think the age-old question is always going to be, you go to a hockey town and start having a conversation with guys, and you know, especially with different generations, and who had the best draft class. Well, we don't know whether 15, 16, or whether the 2015 draft class is going to turn out to be the best draft class, because there's some pretty stiff competition in other classes as well. But I do know this: you have a generational player in Connor McDavid, and you've got a superstar like Jack Eichel leading the charge in that draft class. You can't go wrong. So we have 6 packs from each box. We have 12 packs total. Hopefully we can land some Eichel and McDavid magic. Let's give it a shot. You know, the 2008 and 2009 draft class, you know, headed to the Hall already would be Steven Stamkos and Drew Doughty. But that came Jonathan Quick, Pekka Rinne, Claude Giroux, Max Pacioretty, Jakub Voracek, Alex Pietrangelo, Steve Mason, James Neal. You know, that was a pretty stout draft class as well. So, who do we have? Corey Perry with your Ducks. Corey Perry now with your Stars. The King himself, Henry Lundqvist. See, the cards are just really, they feel good. They look good. Take a look at the back. Henrik has had quite a career. Former Sabre Tyler Ennis, Sabre turned Ottawa Senator. He was always a spark plug for the Sabres. Always gave it his all. Was kind of sad to see him go. But this is one of the retro. This is that's what they call this one, a retro. And it's very cool. You can get the detail on that. That's crazy. And we have our first rookie, Nikolai Ehlers, from your Winnipeg Jets. Not a bad first pack. Let's do number 2. 1981 and 1982. That was a pretty good draft as well. You're talking about Ron Francis, Dale Hawerchuk, Grant Fuhrer, Joe Mullen. They're already in the Hall of Fame. That included Bernie Nichols, Bobby Carpenter, Brett Sutter, Neil Broughton, and Thomas Steen. Still don't know whether that one has the firepower that 15 has, but as always, it'll be the age-old conversation, whose draft year was better. So, Taylor Hall, way back when he was an Edmonton Oiler. Seems to be having a pretty rough go of it in New Jersey. Let's see if we can get that to... Come on now. Here we go. Let's try this. There we go. Yeah, the Devils are struggling. Corey Schneider. Oh, and this is a black ice insert. Now these aren't numbered. Oh, they are numbered, excuse me. 23 of 99, Corey Schneider. Black ice. He's a solid tendy. Needs defense. Great card. Oh, check this one out. A Mario Lemieux Retro. Look how pretty that card is. From your Penguins. What a career. 915 games played. 690 goals. 1033 assists. Total points 1723. And a Ryan Hartman rookie card from your Chicago Blackhawks. And how do you really judge when what draft class is better than another? The 1990 draft, that's Mats Sundin and Sergei Fedorov. Now you also have Jaromir Jagr, who will be in the Hall of Fame, but you're looking at people like who are in the conversation: Mike Richter, Peter Bondra, Curtis Joseph, Owen Nolan, Keith Primeau, and Ty Domi. So again, do you count the top 3 guys? Do you count the number 1 pick and base that on your comparison of draft years? That's one of those conversations that will last lifetimes and generations. So let's look at this one. Michael Camilleri with your New Jersey Devils. Ryan Kessler. And you can see my One Buffalo shirt in the background. Evgeny Malkin. And Patrick Sharp. Still seems odd to see him in anything but a Chicago Blackhawks uniform. I'm going to keep hoping for some Eichel McDavid mojo. Ryan Nugent Hopkins from your Oilers. It's another insert, NHL Platinum All-Star. Joe Pavelski. Sharks are struggling this year, and I think it's largely in part that the chemistry is gone. I think Pavelski was one of those players that just, you know, he was part of the team. He drove the team. He was respected as a leader. And now he's gone, and he's given that to the Stars. This is a beautiful card. From your Tampa Bay Lightning, Nikita Kucherov. Check out that card. That's an insert known as tracks. Just beautiful. And Stanislav Galyev from the Washington Capitals, a rookie card. It's another nice part about opening this up. There's so many variations on, you know, the rookie cards or the inserts. You know, it's, besides being a quality, an actual physical quality card, they really do have some killer inserts. Just make it a joy. Okay, James Van Riemsdyk with your Toronto Maple Leafs. And a die-cut team logo, Sean Monahan, Calgary Flames. Boy, that's slick. And a retro Pittsburgh Penguins, Sidney Crosby. I'm a huge fan of these retro cards. The color combinations, just the way they have them all put together, absolutely love them. And a Jakub Voracek NHL All-Star. I think that everybody can probably agree, going back to draft picks, that 79-80 hockey draft was just crazy. Obviously, you've got Gretzky, Messier, Ray Bourque, Mike Gartner, Mark Howe. You know, those guys are Hall of Famers. You know, but you also have to include in that conversation Kevin Lowe, Rob Ramage, Paul Reinhart, Dwayne Sutter, and it's just, that was an incredible draft class. But is that draft class always going to be thought of highly because of Wayne Gretzky and Mark Messier and what they were able to do? Or is it because it was an actual stout draft class? Only history can tell us. Max Pacioretty. I'm really happy for him finding success in Las Vegas. I was surprised that they let him go. But he can add, he adds all those intangibles to, you know, especially to new teams. Here we go, future Hall of Famer Drew Doughty. We have Lou Roberto Luongo enjoying retirement. Now he's eyeballing retirement right there. And Charles Hudon, rookie card from the Montreal Canadiens. even the 2018 draft, you know, you look at Rasmus Dahlin, who is a generational player, and he's a kid. Elias Pettersson, you know, those guys are going to change the way the game is played. You know, but the rest of the draft class with that, you know, right now it's, you know, those are the two names that you think of. Those are the two names that are always brought up in conversation. Rick Nash from your New York Rangers. Sergei Bobrovsky from your Columbus Blue Jackets. Adam Henrique from your New Jersey Devils, now an Anaheim Duck. You know, this kid's got a ton of skill, and he's really struggling out on the West Coast. I don't really know why. He's still got the skill. It's just, I think the surrounding players are just, I think he was the man, one of the men in New Jersey, and he's not necessarily built to carry a team like the Ducks, because they are struggling. And Cam Ward. All right. Still looking for Eichel. Still looking for a McDavid. Jeff Carter with your LA Kings. And just a side note, I think that's probably one of the greatest hockey uniforms ever. Anders Lee with the Islanders. Steve Mason with your Flyers. And Marc-Andre Fleury, back in his Penguin days. Now that's the type of player, or he's the type of player that he may be on a different team, but he holds those relationships with Sid and Gino. It's important to him, and I think that's a healthy part of the game. His body of work with the Penguins alone, but his body of work as he's been a Vegas Golden Knight has just been extraordinary. Moving on, Ryan Getzlaf. A perennial all-star. Jason Palmanville. Probably one of the most popular Sabres captains ever. They did an introduction when they introduced the Sabres 50th anniversary uniforms, and the place just went crazy for him. Devin Dubnyk, also from the Wild. And a retro. And Linus Ullmark from your Buffalo Sabres. He's a solid 10D. I like the way the Sabres are doing a 1A, 1B situation with their goalies, because they're both very good. They're both very different. But they're managing to get results. I mean, the Sabres are 9-2-2. Let's see what we got. Bo Horvat with your Vancouver Canucks. So what do you guys think? What draft class do you think just tops everything? I'm kind of partial to 70, 72, no, 1971. Marcel Dion, Guy Lafleur, Ken Dryden, those guys were just amazing. But that's when you started to introduce Rick Martin, Rene Robert from the French Connection. Matt Bolesky with your Bruins. Philip Forsberg with your Preds. And it was nice to see Matt Duchene get a nice jump start back in his career. I think Nashville's going to be a great place for him. Artemi Panarin with the Blackhawks. That dude can shoot the puck. 2 more packs. Eichel or McDavid. You got to be hiding in there somewhere. Jonathan Quick. He's had an up and down couple of years. Hasn't been real consistent. Don't know whether it's a focus issue. I don't know whether it's a physical issue, but when he plays well, the Kings play well. When he doesn't play well, the Kings do not play well. Oh, and what's this? We've got a Derek Brassard. Red Prism, 127 out of 149. Derek Brassard. These inserts are crazy. I love them. Joe Pavelski. We got a retro. And Claude Giroux with your Flyers. All-Star. Last pack. I think this is just a great product, whether it's 2015-16 or 2018-19. They spend a lot of time, a lot of detail goes into them. It's a quality card. It feels good. And there's a lot of variety within the set. Keith Yandel. With your New York Rangers. PK Subban. I'm going to go on a limb with this one. He was a great, really solid defenseman in Montreal. Went to Nashville. Not quite as solid, kind of became a liability. And now with the Devils, he seems to be an even bigger liability. It's not like he can't find his groove. But he's got the skill to do it. Oh, what's this one? A Trax. A Ryan Strome Trax. I hope you guys can see just how brilliant these cards are. Stunning. And our last card, no Eichel, no McDavid, but we can live with a Carey Price. Kind of a quick break, 2 blasters, not very many packs in each one of them, but a great product nonetheless. Cards from this break will be posted on Twitter, so look for me at Sabres_fan_1970 and give me a follow. Cards will be available for purchase at my on Replin store, which is www.replin.com/SabresFan1970. Remember, buying cards through my store is fast, easy, and secure with PayPal. And if you liked the video, give me a thumbs up below and hit that subscribe button. Feel free to leave a comment about the video or what you might like to see in future breaks. Throw me a couple of comments on on what draft class you think was better than what another draft class. So, again, I really enjoyed spending the time going through these. I think they're beautiful cards. I think they're fun. And I think we'll probably do some again. So thanks for watching, and here's wishing all of you all the puck luck. I'll see you next time.